So why is IT interested in essential skills? For many of the reasons that have been identified today. I think, Alan, you talked about return on investment. For all those apprentices who are not successful going through, we're spending money on them, getting through the system from our point of view as well from an employer's point of view. So there is a return on the investment. But we also wanted to work specifically with our targeted groups, and we recognize that there's some barriers to participation and continuation. And some of them, depending on the group, if they're our Aboriginal community, having access to assessment, to trainers, etc., is very difficult. We know that for youth, they learn different things in school, and we want them to be able to access that. The other thing is that we know there's a lot of studies that if you have good essential skills, you have a higher completion rate in the trades. And particularly in BC, similar to across Canada, once you start the trades, only 40% of the people complete the trades. And many of them get stuck at level 2 because they simply don't have the skills to take them through to the end of training. So for our targeted programs, we looked at what was their specific barriers and characteristics around learning. And many of the women that we target, we have programs that we target across BC, is they're returning to work and learning after a period of time being away from school. And so if you don't use it, you lose it. They often don't have strong math backgrounds. While they were in school, they may not have considered a career in trades and didn't understand the necessity of math. And they lack confidence in the trades environment. So what our solution is to provide them with some background around the trade language in the workplace. And many of them actually are learning from home. Many of them are single moms, and they have to do some learning at home. So we've tried to provide an electronic solution for this. For Aboriginals, or for our immigrant workers, our targeted programs, a lot of them are actually coming to challenge the exam. They're a challenger, or they're actually just trying to get into training and have some of their skills recognized. And one thing we're recognizing is that many of them do not have English as their second language when they come. We used to have immigrants that actually many people had English as a second language, but we're finding that it's not their second language. And they are having to learn that. So not only are they facing the barrier of English, but they're also facing the barrier of not understanding workplace language that's in English. The Aboriginal community, we've got Leonard's working with us on this project and using our assessment tool, but they have underdeveloped essential skills for a variety of reasons. The graduation rate for Aboriginal BC is very low. They don't have a lot of workplace experience, and they find learning math particularly challenging, and so we're trying to find solutions down the road as to why is math the barrier, and often it's in the way that we present math teaching to the Aboriginal community. The other area that we're very involved in is the youth, and I was here in the fall and did a presentation on this, but we have over 4,000 youth that engage in apprenticeships in BC. They're in high school, they either take technical training or they are registered as an apprentice. So about 2,000 of them go to technical training as an apprentice, and 2,000 actually go directly into the workplace. What we do know about high school students that high school focuses on transition to university and not transition to trade. So we're trying to work with those the service providers, particularly who are teaching trades training in the school, to think about the essential skills that are required. They also lack work-based training. We know that essential skills increase as students go out to work. So work-based, an apprentice who comes back to learning actually has better essential skills because employers teach them those skills. So we have an interesting situation in BC that we're trying to work with